Hello and welcome to this video on simplifying trigonometric expressions. This is example 2, and in this example again we have a expression involving trigonometric functions that we want to simplify. So if I have cosecant of x minus cosine squared of x times cosecant x, notice how both of these terms share cosecant of x here and here. And so what I'm going to do is what I did in the last video, in the last example, and I'm just going to factor out cosecant of x. So pull out a cosecant of x, and when I do that from this term, I get a 1 minus, and factor out a cosecant of x here. I'm left with cosine squared of x. Okay, so I factored. And step 2, what I'm going to do now is I will use the Pythagorean identities. Okay. Pardon my artwork here. My surface is just doing this. So if you're in my class, you're used to things like this happening. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean identity. Again, the main Pythagorean identity that we utilize is sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x is equal to 1. So if I adjust this to get 1 minus cosine squared of x, we can see that sine squared of x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. So all I'm going to do here is just substitute my Pythagorean identity. Okay, so I have cosecant of x times sine squared x. Now, notice how these aren't the same trig identity. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I will also utilize a reciprocal identity, and I'm going to utilize that the identity cosecant of x is equal to, I don't know why it keeps doing that, 1 over sine of x. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and substitute here. Cosecant of x, this is the same thing as 1 divided by sine of x, okay, times sine squared x. And if we just multiply, we get sine squared x divided by sine of x, and this is equal to sine of x squared divided by sine of x. So we can reduce, and I'll just switch colors here. So this cancels with one of these, and we get our answer, which is sine of x. Okay, in this example, we simplified a trigonometric expression utilizing our Pythagorean identities after we had initially factored out a cosecant of x term. Okay, please give me a thumbs up on my video if you liked it, and view example 3 on the next video. Thanks.